Hello friends, DapperDraby here, and welcome. We are going to be checking out the Sun and Moon Trainer Kit, Alolan Sandslash, Alolan Ninetales, to learn how to play the Pokemon TCG trading card game. So this is an easy way to learn and play. I love these little things. One of the first things I got when I first started playing. It says, master the art of Pokemon battling with your favorite Pokemon, which is Alolan Sandslash. No offense, Alolan Ninetales. One card at a time. The Pokemon TCG Sun and Moon Trainer Kit, Alolan Sandslash, Alolan Ninetales, gets you playing from the very first card you draw. And with fun, powerful Pokemon from at your side, your Pokemon trainer, you'll be a Pokemon trainer before you know it. This kit contains everything you need to learn, train, and win. Play both decks against each other, then combine them to create a bigger deck where Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Ninetales battle side by side, or test your deck at Pokemon League near you, or in the Pokemon TCG Online. Now, TCG Online, you're going to struggle if you play this unless you have somebody else playing the other side of it. So this has two 30-card decks, specifically designed to face off against each other, two gilded game booklets to teach you how to play, two-player playmat, which I will not bust out probably. I'm probably just going to play on this mat here, just simply for simplicity, and that way I don't have to move cameras around and stuff. Deck boxes, code card, all of that jazz. But let's check them out and get opened up. I love the art on the Alolan Sandslash, and I'm so glad it's finally a metal type. Like, that's the best, that it's finally a metal type. Is what I'm most excited for. So, there we go. Box gone. We got ourselves a Rotom coin. The Rotom Dex, or Game Boy Lucas people will call it. Nice little coin there. Actually, pretty easy packaging. Comes nice. We have that Metal Claw from Sandslash for 20 damage. Has 120 HP. Not bad. Does 20 damage. Tumbling attack 80 plus. Flip a coin if heads does 40 more. So that's the same attack as... wow, they wrote the numbers differently on here. It's basically the same attack as a Baby Buzzhole. And then Alolan Ninetales has that Smash Kick for 30 damage. Has 110 HP. Spiral Drain heals 30 damage from this Pokemon. So these ones are meant to be on the bottom of the decks. I think the decks will be in order. Some damage counters, but I believe we have some dice somewhere. I'm probably going to keep the code because I do want to try these guys out in online. This just tells you, you know, what's in the deck, I believe. Oh no, this just tells you what order to play it. It tells you what's in the Alolan Ninetales deck, and then tells you exactly what you do on this one. So we will be following along with these when the time comes. You know, setting up to play, first turn, second turn. We will go over those. And this is just a basic little thing to teach you how to play. So this is the trainer guide for Alolan Sandslash, as this one was for the Alolan Ninetales. So kind of cool. Teaches you how to play. We'll set those in the back. So start here. Don't shuffle your decks. Each player just grabs and goes. Put the deck in the order given, and then it comes with these two deck boxes. Here's the Ninetales. Here's the Sandslash. This, you put them together and they fit in here. So they send that flat now, so the packaging's a little easier. And then this is the massive playmat. It has rules and stuff on the back in case you're wondering. Different card types, different energies, different trainers. Tells you about poison, burn, sleep, paralysis. You know, most of us still kind of get confused if we don't play every time. I should be playing more from now on. But these are pretty cool. You know, it's good you can bust out on a kitchen table or something, which I don't have, to be able to set up the whole board. It has Sandslash on one side, looking slick. Ninetales on the other side, looking pretty cool. Yeah, I wish I had enough room here, but I don't think I do. But we'll see. We'll see once I get set up, after we get these things opened, on whether or not I do have enough room or not. So, let's pop open the Ninetales one. I could just went over the deck list with you on that piece of paper, but it's always more fun to see the cards, I think. And I'm super behind on this anyways. These things came out a long time ago, and I'm just now getting around to opening them up, so needless to say, I'm super behind, and of course my neighbor's getting home late tonight, stomping on the steps, but wow, I cannot get this open at all. At all. I'm not able to even bust a hole in this as I finally, like, break through. These things are harder to open than the pre-release kits. So, like I said, it has that shiny foil Ninetales here. Beautiful artwork. Number 30. So you see that they go down here. Gives you the Beacon Vulpix. Some fairy energy. These are kind of interesting. It's like marking your cards, but not. I kind of like the old ones where instead of being from the set down here, it told you like what order it was from. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting. They're keeping the sets, but changing how they're numbered. The energy is what intrigues me the most on that one. So as you start with a bunch of grass, mudshotting, and gloom. Okay. So don't shuffle because, you know, that grass energy is number 1 when we go to play. Let's see if Sandslash will open up easier. And he is my boy. He decided to open up easier and not bend the cards. I don't know what was up with Alolan Ninetales. But this is our first look at a Fairy Alolan Ninetales. There will be a GX coming up soon. I think it's a couple sets away, though, is what, the best of my knowledge. So, we do have this really slick, I love the art on this Alolan Sandslash. I do wish its attacks were a little better, more competitively viable, because I would love to make a deck out of Alolan Sandslash. But, alas, they're not. I mean, we could do some tricky stuff with Delmise, 4 Delmise, you know, you'd be hitting for 60, 90 with the Choice Band, and that'd be pretty cool, for 1 energy. I mean, 90 for 1 energy seems good, but not the best. We have the Defense Curl with the Ice Ball, Big Malasadas, Star Raptor line in here, an Aeron line in here, and see there's the non-hollow version. It still looks pretty slick in my opinion. A Piplup randomly? What's with the random Piplup? That seems strange. Like, why is there a random Piplup in this deck? There's a random Primplub in this deck. They should have just put the Metal Empoleon. They should have went with Metal Empoleon. They did not, though. So, that's that. So, I will get set up to play, and we will be right back, guys. Okay, friends, we are back. I went ahead and drew the first 7 cards. Here are the little booklets. It says, for this one, most games you flip to see who goes first, but for this trainer's game, you will go first. So, Alolan Sandslash is going first. It's going to say the same thing on the Ninetales pamphlet. Can we zoom in on that at all? I guess so. So, draw 7 cards. Your first cards are Hoot Hoot, Staravia, and 5 Water Energy. Your opponent draws there. Put Hoot Hoot face down in the active. The next 3 cards of your deck, put face down in the prize area. So we're playing a game to 3. Both once both are set up, then we go. So I'm just gonna take the next 3 cards here, and the prize pool is just gonna be off to the side, I think. I don't know, unless I should put the prizes over there and the decks on this side. Maybe that's what I'll do. Put the decks on this side and the prizes over here. For both of them, just so it's easier. So we know there's 3 prizes for each. So that's setting up to play. We are set up now. We can just get going. Turn 1. Well, setting up. You put your basics face down. This one's going to put Bunnelby. This one's going to put Hoot Hoot. I'll just put our hands kind of laid out over here since I'm playing both decks. We'll move them, I guess, once the bench, we start putting things on the bench. So, opponent shake hand. Sandslash over here goes first. And I don't think you guys are going to be able to read this down there, but it says draw a card. It's a Piplup. Put Piplup on the bench behind your active Pokemon. So right here where Sandslash is our bench. Said right here. Tells you how many you can have on the bench, which is 5. Story is basic, so you cannot put that down there. You can attach a water energy to Hoot Hoot. And since it's first turn, we cannot attack. So we end our turn and pass it along to our opponent. For them, they draw one as well. It's an Oddish. I believe they're going to do the same thing and put it onto the bench. To explain the same rule, attach a basic energy to Bunnelby, and we have to pass because Bunnelby is a 2 energy attacker instead of 1. So with that, we go ahead and pass back to Sandslash over here, and I think we can just flip them at this point. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we can just kind of flip it at that point. So for turn 2, for Sandslash here, we'll go ahead and put this like this. Maybe we can read it, but not likely. So zooming down to turn 2, we draw a basic card. It's a Stuffle. I believe we're going to just put it down. Yep, put Stuffle on y'all bench. Says attack your opponent's monster. I think we're going to put another energy down as well. Yeah, attach another water energy to Hoot Hoot. We're going to attack with Peck for 20 damage, which, they give you little damage counters so you can count out to 10. But I just use dice, 2 means 20, so there's 20 damage on the Bunnelby there. We draw another energy. It is a Fairy energy. We're going to attach a Grass energy to the Bunnelby so it can actually attack this turn. We have a Gloom in hand, so we might as well evolve that. Yeah, it's showing pictures, so we can know exactly what we're doing. Now we have a handful of energies, and we can attack with Bunnelby and do 20 damage. Does 30 damage, sorry, it does 30 damage. And since we don't have resistance or anything like that, we are going to do a flat 30 damage from Bunnelby to Hoot Hoot. So, turn 3, it looks like we're going to evolve into our Piplup from Sandslash. We draw Piplup, we evolve it, the Piplup into Piplup right away, because we already have enough energy on Hoot Hoot. We are going to attach the water energy to Piplup. And I hope you guys can see this, it's not too blurry. Where was I? Evolve, attach, attack is generally how it works. Attack for another 20, so this one's going to have 40 damage on it. Now, on Ninetales' turn, we will draw. It will be Skidoo. We are going to put that on the bench. Attach a basic Grass energy to the Gloom. Gloom. And go ahead and attack with Mudshot, which is actually going to take the knockout on the Hoot Hoot. So this Hoot Hoot will go to the discard pile of Alolan Sandslash, and over here the Alolan Ninetales deck will draw a prize card. I don't think it matters which one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one it is. I think they're all Fairy energies. It's the way the decks are built. But with that, let's go to turn 4. Actually, what does it tell us to promote? A Pokemon is knocked out. Hoot Hoot is knocked out with your opponent's Bunnelby. They claim a prize. Whenever it's knocked out, which it gets knocked out when there's enough damage counters on it to equal the total HP on the Mon. Since there's 60 HP on Hoot Hoot, 2 Mudshots which do 30 damage will knock it out. I'll put Hoot Hoot and everything attached to it into the discard pile, set the damage counters allowed, and bring Piplup up to the active spot. We will draw a card. It'll be a Alolan Sandslash. We are immediately going to put that on the bench and attach one of these water energies in our hand to a Piplup. And like I said, I hope you guys can see that. Oh, that's too dark. But Piplup is kind of in that perfect location where you can't see him very well. So we are probably going to Water Splash for 40 here and take a prize of our own. Since Bunnelby already has 40 damage on it, another 40 damage will be over what is knocked out. So we will do that. We'll take an energy card and take out this Bunnelby. So that'll go over to the discard pile, which I guess I'm keeping over here. Like I said, Razor Leaf will put 30 damage counters on the Prinplup. We'll go back to the Alolan Sandslash's turn, draw a card. It is a Starly. We might as well put Starly on the bench. We're going to attach an energy to the Alolan Sandshrew. It looks like we're going to attach the water energy to the Alolan Sandshrew, because it does attack 4 water energy. And we will Wave Splash on the Gloom for 40 damage. So we might as well just use this die we already have out here. Do 40 damage in the turn. And it is our opponent's turn now. They will go into their turn 5, draw a potion, and use it on the Gloom right away to heal 30 damage off. Bring it down to 1. We'll attach a Fairy Energy for some reason, right? Oh no, we'll attach a Fairy Energy to the Vulpix, because I can't read. And then do 30 more damage with Gloom's attack of Razor Leaf. If I can get that right. So moving on to turn 6 over here. Gotta start pulling it out. We're gonna pull off that Sandslash and evolve it. Attach a Metal Energy to him. Evolve Starly into Staravia. And then Wave Splash for 40 damage on the Gloom here. What am I checking? Making sure it's recording, sorry. So Gloom has 50 damage on it. We flip over here to the 6th turn over here. They draw a Patrat. I believe they're going to pop that down on the bench. Attach another Fairy Energy to Alolan Vulpix. We are ready to attack with it. And we will go ahead and knock out this Prinplup with another 30 damage. And take our second prize card, which is another Fairy Energy for the Alolan Ninetales side of the game. After that, it looks like we are promoting that Alolan Sandslash. We're back to Alolan Sandslash's turn. We draw for turn. We draw that Metal Energy, and that's a top deck you want to see. Attach it straight to him and go ahead and attack for 80 plus damage, which demolishes the Gloom to take another prize card, which is a Metal Energy. I keep thinking the discard pile's over there because it says discard pile, and it's not. Back over to this side, where we go ahead and promote the Alolan Vulpix up here. Top deck a Ninetales. And we have a couple energies in our hand. Do we need one more to attack? I think we do. We are going to attach a Fairy Energy to the Ninetales. And it's Ninetales versus Sandslash here. Let's see who comes out on top. We're going to attack for 80 damage and heal, which we can't heal. So it just does 80 damage to this Sandslash. It has 120 HP. So we are by no means ready to be knocked out. For our last turn, we get an Aeron off the top deck. We're going to go and toss that down. We're going to attach a Metal Energy to Staravia. And we are going to attack with Tumbling Attack. Tumbling Attack is literally the name of it. I don't know where my thing went, so we're going to flip a coin. If heads, do 40 more damage. It is heads. It flew back here. That evil tall coin is a heads right now. So it does 120 damage to Ninetales, plus the weakness times 2 demolishes the Ninetales and takes that last Metal Energy for the game. So in this little matchup, Alolan Sandslash does come out on top with that Metal weakness on the Fairy Alolan Ninetales, but who knows if I shuffle them up and just do whatever, if that would be the same. I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out these little trainer kits. I enjoy these things. But then again, I also enjoy, teaching newer players how to play. So since there is a new Pokemon League in my town, I'll be bringing these guys this weekend to that to teach some new people how to play. But for now, guys, I'll bid you guys alola, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Bye bye now.